After fleeing Marshall's family Thanksgiving in a panic, Lily gets arrested for public urination. But that's not even the real problem. Marshall discovers she bought a pregnancy test, and now they're about to find out their future together in a Minnesota jail cell. Here's what makes this scene extraordinary. It takes 2 minutes to do what most shows need an entire episode to accomplish. It shifts a relationship's entire trajectory while never losing sight of who these characters are. The question isn't just whether Lily's pregnant. It's whether a sitcom can earn genuine emotional stakes without betraying its own DNA.
I'm suggesting that we move here tomorrow.
Just promise.
Why do you want me to promise you that?
Because I don't fit in here. I'm not 8 feet tall, and I don't think you can call it a salad if it has Funyuns in it.
I'm Funyuns. And mayonnaise. And gummy bears. And Basque ice ball. And I love St. Cloud. And yes, there is a part of me that would like to move here someday. And why are we having this discussion in a jail cell on Thanksgiving?
Okay, personal effects. 1 wallet, 1 cell phone, 1 pregnancy test.
Jason Segel and Allison Hannigan make a choice here that most sitcom actors would never risk. They stop performing comedy. Watch Segel's face when he realizes what the test means. There's no mugging, no exaggerated reaction, just genuine fear crossing his features. Hannigan matches him beat for beat. Her delivery of, "as long as they have you for a father," isn't played for laughs or tears. It's just honest. The brilliance is in what they don't do. No crying for sympathy, no shouting for drama. They play it like 2 real people who just got hit with something massive. Segel's hands stay steady on that pregnancy test even though his voice cracks. Hannigan's eyes never leave his face during the wait. These are physical choices that ground the absurdity. The scene works because they refuse to acknowledge how ridiculous their situation is. They're too busy dealing with what's real.
Pete arrested me before I could look at it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Lily, we can't let our kids play Basque ice ball. Basque ice ball is really dangerous.
Yeah, what are the rules of that game anyway?
There are no rules. We just wail on each other. Look, I don't want to be exactly like my family.
The writing does something deceptively simple. It gives them one conversation that contains 3 separate emotional beats, each one escalating. First, the practical panic. Where will they live? How will they afford it? Then, the deeper fear. Marshall's worry about becoming his parents, Lily's confession about feeling trapped. And finally, the resolution that isn't about the test at all. "We'll be our own family" is the thesis statement of their entire relationship, delivered in a jail cell. The direction amplifies this through stillness. No cuts during the waiting, no music swell when the test comes back negative. The camera just holds on their faces, letting the silence do the work. That's confidence. The callback to the Minnesota versus New York argument from earlier in the episode transforms what could have been a throwaway conflict into the foundation for this moment. Lily's line about not caring where their kids grow up reframes the entire Thanksgiving disaster. It was never about geography. It was about whether they're ready to be a family at all.
And don't take this the wrong way, but I don't want to be exactly like your family either. We'll be our own family. And we'll find our own way to freak out the people our kids bring home.
Great, now I'm crying. Look, we may have some really big decisions to make in about 10 seconds. But right now, I don't care where our kids grow up, as long as they have you for a father. Gosh, I hope you're the father. Just a little joke to lighten up the mood.
This scene is the clearest proof of what How I Met Your Mother actually is, beneath all the running gags and structure tricks. It's a show about people terrified of growing up who keep doing it anyway. Marshall and Lily aren't ready to be parents. The relief when the test is negative is palpable and honest. But the scene doesn't end there. It ends with Marshall promising they'll be their own family, which is a more adult commitment than having a kid would have been. That's the show's real thesis. Adulthood isn't about checking boxes. It's about choosing your people and building something together even when you're scared. This moment gets referenced throughout the series, but it's never topped. Every subsequent Marshall and Lily crisis comes back to this jail cell, to this promise, to this version of themselves that chose each other when everything was uncertain. The scene's legacy isn't in fan discourse or memes. It's in how it reset the show's emotional stakes. After this, you believed these characters could handle anything because you'd seen them handle the scariest thing: an unplanned future. The jail cell that changed everything. Not because of what the test said, but because of what they said to each other while waiting. That's How I Met Your Mother, finding genuine emotion in ridiculous circumstances and proving a sitcom can break your heart if it earns it. Drop a comment. What's your favorite Marshall and Lily moment? And if this kind of analysis is your thing, you know what to do.